There was a time I was with my brother in the car, and we were driving past an accident. I was like, "Oh my god, look at that accident!" And I bumped into somebody.
You hit somebody because you're like, so you were trying.
Look at that idiot got in a car accident,
and you turn your head, and then you just rear-ended somebody else.
It wasn't bad. There was like no damage, but you know, it was not a proud moment.
Was it one of those situations where they were like, they got hurt and they're like, "Oh, my neck, I have to call the hospital," or was it like, "Oh,
but there was a kid in the car"?
There was a kid in the car. Ryan, Comic Karma, Comic Fam.
So excited,
dude. I missed you, man.
Missed you too.
It's been too long.
2 weeks.
Tell me,
we took last week off.
We did take last week off. What have you been up to, dude?
Comic books, reading comics, selling comic books. Talking about them here and talking about them with other people on Fridays.
Can you believe it that that's pretty much all we do?
Yes.
It's a lot of comic books. We are talking Comic Karma today, but this is our live show, a growing, changing live show. Some would actually say the best comic book live show in the world.
The entire world.
The entire
Maybe even
world.
Several worlds.
Yeah, there's more than one.
There are a couple planets.
There are a handful. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to get into a handful of things here today, Comic Fam. I'm very excited for you to be here. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new to the show. Hit the like button. It does us a solid, with the algorithms, but we have a full show planned for you today. We're going to take you through ordering some stuff on previews. We got some previews that you got to take a look at, some comic books that you can order right now. We have some comics to discuss.
Yes.
We also have some things that you, the Comic Fam, sent in, as well as, actually, we should probably just get them started with the first thing.
I always forget something. We've gone through this rundown like 4 times, and it's like, we're going to do this, 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 and the other one that I can't ever remember.
You know what? When you're chilling with your homies, it's one of those types of situations where it's like, you have to kind of just go off the cuff. You have to just bring the heat, and sometimes you forget things because you're so in the mode. Because when you're chilling with your homies, you just got to do it. you just got to do it.
Restart the whole show now.
All right, we're gonna redo the whole show.
Screwed it up.
So let's get it rolling, man. Because for a lot of people in the chat, a lot of people in the community, you may not know, Falcon and Winter Soldier landed, and it was fantastic.
It's all done now.
It's all done. We have Loki on the way. And one of the things that I think just kind of got, this is like a 2-part thing that happened, okay? It started early COVID, and then something else happened at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and it'll all make sense here in a second. Bosslogic. This gentleman just freaking slays it. He kills it. He's one of the best artists of our generation.
Pretty good on IG too.
He's amazing. I always got to be following him. And what I wanted to showcase is some things that I feel like some members may have missed, and some that you may have seen circulating, because what we didn't know is something we needed post Falcon and Winter Soldier more than anything else. People were specking out Omega Red, and they were disappointed they didn't see Omega Red. People were hoping that, like myself, would see some mutants, and mutants didn't happen.
They're not going to drop mutants on a show.
You never know, man. I
Contessa, don't know. Don't listen to me.
Allegro, Valentine. You know when it's like, Contessa was there. That's great. Mm-hmm. But you know what? What we got instead? We're gonna chat about this. We're gonna chat about this beautiful picture here, Comic Fam. Okay, this right here is everything. Okay, this right here is Cap, and you know this image to be.
Unfortunately, yes, I do know this image.
It's one of the best images ever created, and something that happened early COVID to just provide the community with just some sense of, well, what's the best way to put it? Relief.
I'm not even sure where you're going. I don't know.
Well, people don't realize that Bosslogic did this, okay? And this right here is Captain America. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you see where I'm going with this?
I think.
See this? How did this get past so many people?
This right image or
this image right here?
The Rob Liefeld one?
Well, no, everyone knows the Rob Liefeld one, but he took Rob Liefeld, inspired by. What did Rob?
This is funny.
Rob called it Cap Tits.
He called it Cap Tits.
We covered this. Rob is proud of what he did.
Yeah.
He's very proud.
Proud so much as like.
I bet Rob thinks about this every single day.
Every day.
Every day. Okay, so what ends up happening is that at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, what people didn't realize is that there was another thing that we needed. It wasn't done with Steve Rogers. And we were waiting for Sam Wilson to take on the mantle of Cap. It was, dude, honestly, man, it gave me chills. Like, I knew it was going to happen, but when he called himself Captain America, I knew that this is what I wanted to see. And then I was excited to see another movie with Sam Wilson leading as our Captain America. So he got probably the biggest honor courtesy of Bosslogic this past week. We have Sam Wilson with cap tits. Amazing.
Truly
Beautiful.
phenomenal.
I'm getting some. I saw a member in the chat say, "Yo, what was your new tattoo?" This is my new tattoo on my back. I just said, "Hey, can you make the chest a little bigger?"
Of course, because it's on your back.
Exactly.
If it was on your chest, you'd have to shrink down or something. I don't know. I can't.
What are you gonna do? All right, comic fam. So I want to know what you think about Sam Wilson as Captain America in the chat. I want to know what you think about Sam Wilson with cap tits, as Rob Liefeld would say.
Please let us know.
All right, we need to know what your thoughts, and we're going to get into this show here today. We have a packed one. We've already done so much. Where are you getting this kind of content, this gold comic book themed content on the internet?
Loosely comic book themed content.
Oh my gosh, we got FireGuyRyan in the damn house.
That's the real benefit.
I started the fire.
That's right. We have Ryan, and he started the fire, and I'm so hyped about you being here, my brother. All right, so why don't you walk through just a poquito about what you do for MilGeek Comics, because I'm going to showcase exactly if members are struggling because they don't have an LCS nearby, or they're tired of whatever's going on, because things happen. Things happen. You need to change. All right. What do you do over at MilGeek? Because you're a full-time comic guy now.
I do a little bit of everything over there.
That's right.
On Wednesdays, I'm at the counter. Me and my beautiful face.
Starting fires.
Starting fires.
I can't believe I started the fire.
That's right.
Please. Yes. So on Wednesdays, I'm there behind the counter doing everything that someone does behind the counter at a comic shop.
What do you do behind the counter, Ryan?
None of your business.
It's none of my business.
Come
Is it private?
say hi and find out.
It's private.
Turn around and come back. That's right.
Is that what you do to Russ's customers?
When they walk in, yeah.
I like that.
Totally. Tell them to just get out of
It gets them in the mood. Okay, but what do you do? You're helping customers, but also you're helping not just the customers.
I do a
at
lot of
MilGeek.
behind the scenes stuff.
What does that look like?
Half the business we do there is people who come in, but I would say more than half is people that don't come in. People we send books to.
Okay, so people are still part of MilGeek.
Sure.
But they don't enter the location.
Since we do a lot of shipping anyway with the mystery mail call and everything, so we also, via MilGeek Comics, can distribute comics from the shop. What am I trying to say?
You're really good at selling
I'm a
this,
great
Ryan.
marketer, dude. That's why
Really
you hired me at the bank.
No, but this is actually this is the
sales.
situation, man. Because Ryan is a real dude.
I am real.
He's very real, non-robot, and he manages the pull list of every single one of the clients at
That's
MilGeek Comics.
the word. Yes,
All right?
thank you.
And if you do not have an LCS, first do a search and find an LCS. All right. Our first recommendation is always to support your local comic shop. Very important. And if you have a local comic shop, things aren't going well, give them a second chance. Give them a third chance. All right. But if you don't have one and you're needing a new place and it's going to be like you're going to get comics or you're not going to get comics, well, this is where you got to go. You got to go to MilGeek Comics over on
the internet.
The internets, yes. MilGeekComics.com. I'm really good at this too. Okay, Woo! So what's cool about MilGeek is that you go to MilGeek Comics via Patreon and you sign up. And what you're going to get access to is the ability to order your comics online and then have them mailed to you. And the Patreon fee that's monthly, how much is it? That's $10, I believe. $10 gets you free shipping. All right, so that is a win-win across the board.
And a 10% discount.
Damn right. And your comics come bagged and boarded. Russ, don't mess around.
By me.
That's right. By you and a handful of
and some other people help too. But
yeah, we have to bag and board a lot,
which is a plus.
It's a really cool thing that Russ does. I told him one time, I'm like, dude, this is back in the day when he first started, before the channel and everything like that. And I was like, yo, do you have to bag and board all the comics? This seems like a pretty big time sink. Can you just put them up there? Do you have to seal them? Maybe you can just have the flaps be open. And he was like, absolutely. Every single time we are sealing them, we're taking the time to do it. And if anything that we're going to do, if we're going to do any changes, it's better bags and boards. I will not be a shop that doesn't bag and board our comics. And I was like, all right, respect. And you know what? Some places don't do it, to each their own.
What other places do? I don't go to many comic shops near us, but everyone I have been to, they're just sitting up there raw. And the minute one person comes and looks at that book and puts it back down,
Bada bing.
it's toast. Like
It's toast.
No
It's
good.
toast, man. It's no good. But what you can do is you can support MilGeek Comics. It's my shop. That's where I go. It's where I get my pull list. It's where Ryan goes. And if you need a shop, you can go to MilGeek Comics on Patreon. Link is going to be in the description after the show gets posted. Shout out Zoro, who's going to make that happen. But what I felt like would be a good time is to go through the previews poll, but we're not going to go through every single thing. We're going to go through the things that we were really excited about this month, things that I had planned to put on my pull list, things that Ryan was going to put on, but some people don't know how to do this. So I'm going to show them how to do it. Now, here's the thing. You have 2 different platforms that you have to utilize.
Not everybody gets access to this online system too, which is one of the. Is it a perk?
It's
I would call it a perk.
It's a perk of MilGeek.
Yes. MilGeek has the previews pull box.
That's right.
Beta system that they're doing. They're still in beta testing, apparently.
And what this allows you to do is manage your pull list, everything except for DC via this website. And we're going to show you how to use it by going through our comics that we're going to be ordering this. Like, these are literally going to be ones I'm going to get, and they're going to be put in my box. And I'm going to be able to rely on Russ and FireGuyRyan to make sure that it happens.
I believe I started the fire.
Okay, so here we go. Let's actually show them how we do that. And as far as DC Comics go, the way that stores have to do it is like the old school way. You have to like manually do it and email and manage it, except for stores that have someone like FireGuyRyan, because this gentleman updates the website every single month so that every member of MilGeek Comics Patreon can have the same type of access. It's, you know, it's brand new. We're doing this ourselves. Ryan's literally copying and pasting and uploading everything and making it so that you can click a button and order your DC comics. So if you're having problems with DC orders, we got you handled too. But today we're not going through DC. That's going to be our next Comic Karma because we got some time and we're going to be hitting the mic more than once this month. So let's actually order some comic books. What say you, my brother?
I'm excited.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to showcase. Let's show them here. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is take a look at previews poll right here, right now. And what do we got? We have Nick Spencer, Mark Bagley. Are you freaking kidding me? Mark Bagley does my favorite Spider-Man. Shout out Octavio. You know what you're talking about. Who's your favorite Spider-Man drawer? Like person who draws Spider-Man?
Oh man, I'm gonna catch a lot of crap from somebody.
Are you gonna say Ryan Otley?
No.
He's
very modern. I really like Ryan Otley, man.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that.
He's over and done. He was
on.
only on it for a little while, but I like him, man.
I love Ryan Otley, dude. That dude freaking kills it.
I enjoyed his Spider-Man.
Okay, well, this is what we got here. The first thing that's going on my pull list, and I'm going to show you how you do this because this is very simple for you can do. But we have Dr. Octopus is back, and the Sinister War has begun. This one right here is called Sinister War #1. It's going to be 4 different issues. This is something that I suggest everyone grab, at least for the first issue, to see how it goes, because it sounds fascinating to me. Ox got a new Sinister Six, and if you think he thought big in the past, think again. What Ock doesn't know is that the Vulture has a sextet. I can't even speak, dude.
That's kind of how
That's
you say it.
dude.
I wouldn't have used that word if I was in charge of this, but yes.
What does he have, Ryan?
A sextet.
He has a sextet of his own.
6 people in a group,
people.
which is what that means. I wouldn't have used that word.
The Savage Six,
That
or
sounds cooler.
sextet.
It's Savage Sextet. That's what they should have said.
This is going to be a key. Shout out Key Collector.
Oh, great. Yeah.
No one was specking.
Here, I'll do it again. It's going to be the first appearance of the sextet.
On this book that no one was specking on.
There we go.
That's
Russ.
Russ.
That's Russ,
Russ
baby.
is here with us.
He's here virtually.
In soundboard form.
That's right. I don't know if you noticed, Comic Fan, we have a soundboard, and
I don't
I'm
know if
having
you
a little too much
noticed.
fun.
Yeah.
Spidey's in deep trouble with the sextet, with the toughest battle that he's ever faced. Nick Spencer and Mark Bagley team up for this epic Spider-Man story guaranteed to shock readers everywhere. All right.
Could be cool.
I think it's going to be good, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to subscribe to this. Take a look at this, Comic Fam. This is how you do this. You hit the subscribe button, and
This is a fun screen.
This is my favorite
So if
screen
you
of all
click
time.
that button right now,
This
you
subscribe?
are signing up to get every single one of these 4 issues in this whole series. You're getting the main cover, cover A.
That's right, and that's all I want.
Okay.
That's all I want. But
There are
if you do want
variants.
other ones, you can order the variants here.
Unfortunately, most of them are not. They don't have art.
Yeah, it takes time for all these things to get uploaded throughout
They
the
will
month.
update, throughout the month.
Some members think like, oh, how did I not know that this was going to happen? Because some of these covers come up last minute and you have like days to order
Scroll down
them.
a little more. I want to see who these bottom ones are, because you can see they tell you
Look at this one.
the name of the artist.
Look at this one right here. Boom. You can't really see it.
There's a picture.
Yeah, I can't really see it that
Yeah,
well, though.
kind of.
Yeah, well, it's there. Okay.
I personally went with the Verigi variant.
Yeah,
All I need is the guy's name.
right here.
That's all I need. Boom. Give me.
That's it. Boom. So Ryan's getting the Verigi. I'm getting cover A, and I subscribe to it. Why don't you tell the comic fan about this next one that we're going to order?
What is next? Ooh, Aliens Aftermath.
I know. I was so hyped about this, man.
So it's going to be like a sequel to Aliens, the movie Aliens. This is going to be a comic series that shows what goes on that creepy little planet where everyone got killed.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little follow-up to that. It's not necessarily a tie-in to the current ongoing Alien comic at Marvel Comics. This is another kind of spin-off.
And I love spin-offs, especially if you haven't been up on the main storyline or if you're not really well versed in this stuff. This is a great starting out point. And this is also why I haven't ordered it yet, because I wanted to show the comic fam. Look at this. Pre-ordering it. Done. Look at that. Easy as that. Closing the pop-up. Moving on. What do we got here?
Are there no variants for that book?
Doesn't look like it yet.
That's fun.
All right, let's keep it going.
At least it's easy.
Though I'm sure there'll be more. This is early. This is just updated, right? All right, so this one, oh, dude, I'm freaking hyped about
This one
Amazing
sounds
Fantasy.
nuts.
This is crazy. Here, can you read that?
Can I? It's very small. I can give it my best shot.
Do your best, Ryan.
Experience these heroes like never before. That's in all caps. I felt like I
like it. I like the voice that you're doing right now. It's arousing.
It is? Oh, man,
a little bit, right?
That was my whole, when I came in here today,
As for reading, you're arousing my reading interest.
That's what you meant.
I don't mean like sextat or anything like that.
Okay.
This is like
My one goal when I walked in
your
your door was please let me just arouse Tom once before I go home.
And you've already done it multiple times.
I can leave?
No, don't. I need you to read this thing.
I need to read the thing. Okay.
Keep going, man. We got FireGuyRyan in the house. What's up? I gotta learn how to use the soundboard. Hold on.
I started the fire.
That's right.
You keep hitting the music one.
I know. It's like because I want to hit that
put like
one.
I need a little sticky
thingy
on
there.
them.
Oh, let's try it again. Here, hold on. I'm just really glad that Ryan's here.
I can't believe I started the fire.
Perfect.
All right, good. Continue.
That's
and
what
can you
they're
please
for.
do it again with the voice? Because again, it was arousing.
Experience these heroes like never before.
Yes.
It's in all caps. It needs a little pizzazz. Red Room, Black Widow, whatever that means. Teenage Spider-Man, World War II, Captain America. The most iconic versions of your favorite Marvel characters from across time and space all wake up on an island of intrigue. Ooh, it sounds like Lost.
It does sound like
Sold.
Lost a little bit, doesn't it?
Once somebody uses the word island, wake up on an island, I'll get it.
Yeah, it's immediately Dharma Initiative style. Mm-hmm. There we go.
Are they deaf? No, they're dead. Are they dead?
Are they deaf? Can they hear?
That's what people need to know. They are not deaf or dead. Sounds like a good comic.
Oh, Ryan, they are not deaf or dead. Not
What
that.
is
Are they
going on?
dead? Are they dreaming? That says dreaming, man. Are they dreaming?
This is so small. I forgot where I left off.
It says,
Have
or
they been truly transported to another fantastical realm? And is there any way for them to return home?
Home.
Is there? Or will they be stuck here?
Well-
Who knows? Tom?
all right, man.
Who knows?
Who knows? No, but check this out here. This isn't just a love letter to your favorite Marvel eras. It's a reinvestment in the seminal characters that you've always loved, plucked from their quintessential timelines, brought to you. Who is that by? Care Andrews?
I believe it's like Corey or something. It's definitely not pronounced like it looks.
Okay, cool. This is the one you've been waiting
don't know
for.
how.
True Believers. This one's amazing fantasy for the ages.
You know what? This reminds me of that DC did it like a one-shot or something with a bunch of different... I remember there was like Sinestro in there and there was like Kamandi and there was like a bunch of different eras of people doing something. I didn't read that book, so I don't know what they were
Honestly,
doing.
dude, whenever it says amazing fantasy, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm going to order that. I know, right, dude?
You never know.
All right, check it out.
Is
Look at
that
this.
a Rust book?
Look
Is
at-
that hit the Rust button?
That's the button that right there is the CGC forms right now. When it starts to load and it doesn't do it. Okay, here we go. Shout out CGC. It's all working now. All right, this one, dude. I'm hyped about
What's this?
Okay, I don't know. If it's because of like Radiant Black and me getting into a story that I wasn't expecting to enjoy so much that I'm like, oh, okay, I want more superhero types of stuff. And
I've been
I'm
kind
getting
of
these
down on
comic
superheroes lately, but you know.
it sparked this interest that I have.
What is
and
this
now
book called?
Oh, this one right here.
Dark Blood, number one of 6.
Yeah, I'm getting
It's a
it.
mini-series. What if you were given the power to change the course of history?
To change.
Thank you.
I'm here for you, man. Back up, baby.
Oh, that's good. Alabama, 1955. Avery Aldridge. I'm making Tom spit out his drink again. Avery Aldridge is an ordinary young black man, a decorated World War II veteran. Avery provides for his wife and daughter. But wounds of the past have a way of coming back, and Avery Aldridge will soon discover he is anything but ordinary. After a run-in awakens strange new abilities, Avery is about to become more powerful than he could have ever dared to dream, in a country and society that never wanted him to have any power. A bold, evocative, genre-bending saga by screenwriter LaToya Morgan from AMC's The Walking Dead and Into the Badlands, and rising star artist Walt Barna, The Osiris Path. I don't know what that is. Perfect for fans of Department of Truth and Bitterroot.
And that right there is why I had to put it on there. They got me with Bitterroot. They got me with Department of Truth. You know it be true. You know it be subscribed.
What sort of variants do we got? I still have to put all this
I
on
know.
mine.
Look at this variant right here, dude.
That's strange.
It's
I don't know if I
way different than the cover A.
I usually get variants, but I don't know if I'm going to do that one.
We're going to pass that one. All right, let's keep it going.
Well, this is your pull list. I might get it still.
You may get it. I'm not. Oh, this one, I think of all the things on my pull list that I'm adding this month, this one right here is one I'm most excited about. Let me read this to you. Comic Fam, Beyond the Breach #1. This one looks like it's going to be fire. Who's this by? Ed Brisson and Damien Curserio.
Yes.
All right. Life sucks for Vanessa. Her mother just died and her boyfriend is cheating on her with her own sister.
Not cool, sis.
Come on.
That wasn't in the description. I added that. That wasn't in the...
It's not in the description, but dude, that's rough, man. That's like
not cool for the boyfriend, but also way not cool for your sibling.
Your partner cheating, that's like one of the worst things that anyone can do.
Sure.
Okay, because you got to be like, that's pretty bad. That's like one of the worst things someone can do. But then it's with your sister, so they got family problems. Can you imagine, Ryan?
I don't have to imagine. It's in a comic book. I don't need to imagine. I'll be able to read all about it.
That's why I got the comics, dude.
It's great.
All right, here.
I can't wait.
To clear her mind, Vanessa is taking the California road trip that she's been dreaming about for years. The postcard perfect drive through growth forests quickly turns when the breach hits. The bizarre anomaly in the sky plunges California into a nightmare world populated with strange, extra-dimensional creatures. Ryan, when you sent me a picture of this and you're like, dude, I gotta read this, I'm like, oh, it's because it sounds like the damn Mist.
Ooh, okay.
Right?
I did not even make that. I was thinking of Proctor Valley Road. I was not thinking of the Mist.
There you go.
This gives me Proctor Valley Road vibes.
All right, there you go. Now Vanessa, along with Dougie, an orphan child. You loved orphan children.
I do love people named Dougie. Also,
There we
shout
go.
out Twin Peaks.
And Kai, a strange fuzzball of a beast. Dude kind of looks like Stitch. Shout out Lilo and Stitch. I just watched that recently because of my Disney Plus. I've been all up in that because of Falcon and Winter Soldier as of late. And I'm like watching Disney films now. What the hell? They're getting me, man. They're pulling me in.
False.
Right. All right. A strange fuzzball of a beast must fight to survive if they've ever hoped to make it back home. If there's even a home to return to. All right. This right here
Sounds cool.
Is something I got to read this. This sounds awesome. So I'm hitting the subscribe button. I'm subscribing to it. And then you're going to hit him with the next one, Ryan. Boom. What do we got?
What is this?
This is the one.
Cassidy's Secret.
Yeah, but it sounds dope. There's no picture yet, so stay tuned. But this is exactly why I wanted to check it
From
out.
Clover Press. Okay, that's
right.
real indie.
It's super indie, and we had to give some like super indie love, hyper indie love.
An all-new comic book miniseries from Charles Holland, head writer and executive producer of the Black Lightning TV show. Okay, and Antonio Fuso, co-creator of Weird.
WRYD.
WYRD. Weird or Word?
I think it's just WYRD.
Just split the difference and call it Weird.
That works, Ryan.
That does. I think that's the official title. When a comet lands on Earth. Oh, great. How many comic book? Okay, never mind.
There's gonna be a lot of comments. Comments.
I have like 3 books on my pull list right now that are all based around like comet.
Whoa, this thing fell from the sky, and now I have superpowers.
They're called comet books.
Comic books. There you go, Ryan. You're doing it.
When a comet lands on Earth, it brings a child who will become Earth's most powerful hero, as well as an ultra virus that grants powers to a select few. In a world where those with superpowers invoke fear and awe, some become celebrities, others scapegoats, who will defend the powered few when the many seek to cage and or control them.
Cassidy Crawford is the most prominent defense attorney of this world who leads a law firm that specializes in protecting the new minority population from the overzealous laws, police, and prosecutors. Cassidy is facing a case of a lifetime, a murder committed in the White House itself. And because it's got politics involved, I knew Ryan would want to put this on his list. Then this next line is exactly why I had to get it. Imagine Suits in the world of The Boys.
I'm also a sucker for a good indie book. Like, superheroes are fun, but like, you know what you're gonna get, I think, with those books, and it's cooler for me. I'm more drawn to this kind of stuff.
Okay, this one right here, Kyle Higgins. Are you freaking kidding me? This sounds ridiculously good. Come on, Ordinary Gods. Hit him with it, Ryan.
For fans of the old guard and God Country, cool.
Yeah,
so far so good.
Both are great.
Those are great. Comes the extra-length first issue of a century-spanning action epic from writer Kyle Higgins of Radiant Black and artist Felipe Watanabe from The Flash. The luminary, the prodigy, the brute, the trickster, the innovator. 5 gods from a realm beyond our own, leaders in the war of immortals. At least they were before they were trapped, sent to a planet, made into a prison, forced into an endless cycle of human death and reincarnation. That sounds...
That sounds like normal life, and then you die and you come back.
Yes, I can honestly say this does not sound like my thing. I don't like gods and stuff, but I do like Kyle Higgins.
We have Kyle Higgins, dude. Because it's Kyle, I don't care.
I'll
I'm
give
gonna
it
read
a chance.
Dude, he's killing it with Radiant Black. Dude.
He is, but I like Radiant Black because it's grounded. This is very. This feels very supernatural.
Yeah, I need it though.
Tom does like supernatural.
I do.
Shout out Supernatural.
Dean and Sam, where you at?
Christopher is 22. He's got 2 loving parents and a 12-year-old sister. He works at a paint store.
He's in therapy. He's one of the 5, which means in order to save everyone he cares about, Christopher will have to reconnect with his past lives and do the unthinkable, become a god himself. It was that line that I had to put this on my pull list. And we are actually on the pull list right now, the pull list website. So this is the perfect time for me to do it. So this is what we're going to do. We're now going to look at the next one here. We only got 10 of these, comic fan. Stay tuned.
Fight girls.
This one, dude, are you kidding? Dude, this looks awesome. Frank freaking Cho, dude.
I'm a big AWA fan.
Freaking Cho. Come on, Frank freaking Cho.
Oh, there's
Let's
a
do
whole
this,
crowd
man.
in here.
Everybody
All those
now.
people love Frank
do we
Cho.
even need to read this? Because you just got to subscribe. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this the way that we have to do it. We're gonna hit the subscribe button first because it's Frank Cho, and then Ryan.
And it's a mini series, so
Okay.
it's like you want to make sure you get them all.
Okay,
If
but
it's an
here.
ongoing, sometimes I'm not a big on the subscribe button.
All right, here we go. Make it happen, Camp.
10 hard-as-nails women face off in an ancient contest of champions where the winner truly takes all, the title of Queen of the Galaxy.
Yes.
To win the challenge, each contestant must survive the hazards of the planet's harsh landscape, the ferocious predators on and below its surface, and their fellow contestants. This edition of the contest has a twist. One of the contestants is an infiltrator who has her eye on something bigger than the prize. Who is she and what does she really want? Ryan wants this book. It's 5 issues.
This one looks awesome.
I love AWA.
So it's going to be like this story about the quest of like what she's doing and what she's having to overcome on a planet that's going to be crazy. A lot of obstacles. I'm digging this. And Frank freaking Cho. I don't have to say anything else. It's already subscribed. Let's keep it going.
That's easy.
All right. Let's do
Moon
it.
Knight. I'm
Moon
excited.
Knight. Yeah, man. This is one of my, like, I'll be straight with the comic fam. I have not read enough Moon Knight.
Me neither.
And there's a handful of members that I'm like friends with. Octavio is one of them that he's just like big on Moon Knight. And I'm like, God damn it, dude. I got to really catch up. He tells me every time, dude, it's like some of the best stuff.
Shout out Kachung. That's Kachung's favorite. I haven't read. I don't think I've ever read. I might have read like one.
Dude, Warren Ellis. I read Warren Ellis's Moon Knight.
Did I?
And that was really
Bendis
good.
and Malik,
Mr.
like
Knight
my
and all
favorite
that.
creative team, wrote Moon Knight, and I didn't even read it. I'm a waste of a
But
person.
now it doesn't matter because what we can do is we can read Moon Knight from issue number 1. Make it happen.
That's easy. I am Moon Knight. I'm not Moon Knight. That's just what the thing says.
That's right.
The mysterious Mr. Knight has opened.
His midnight mission.
Mr. Knight has opened his midnight mission. His people petitioning for protection from the weird and horrible. The Moon Knight stalks the rooftops and alleys marked with his crescent moon tag.
Ooh, it sounds a little sinister. Damn it! It's the wrong one. I really need to get things to label these. Sorry, dude. I'm so sorry, Jed McKay. We're very excited about your Moon Knight book. Shoot. Ryan's dying over here, comic
I
fan.
can't focus.
Okay, keep it going. We got this, man. All right, I was looking for a sinister vibes, but it's okay. The Moon Knight stalks the rooftops and alleys marked with the crescent moon tag, bringing violence to anyone who would harm his people.
It's Moon Knight.
It's Moon Knight.
Sold.
It's what it is. Come on, let's make it happen. All right, the next one on the list here, last but not least. Oh, man, yes. This is, okay, first off, Cullen Bunn. This is another one of those writers that gets this. This is what happens. You see this name right here, Cullen Bunn, and this is what you do. You read this part after you scroll down and hit the subscribe. You hit the button and you subscribe. And then you go back and find out what you're in store for, okay? Because it's Cullen Bunn. Am I right, Fire Guy?
You're right. Cullen Bunn's pretty good. Civilization is a lie. Hidden deep in our genes is the truth, and it is slowly clawing its way to the surface. Olivia Cade knows the truth and has become the prophet of the coming collapse. Her book, Satyr, is an international bestseller and is being blamed for acts of senseless violence and bloodshed all over the world. Olivia's own life is in danger from those who have read her work. Determined to conduct a book tour, she hires security professional Connor Wilson to act as her bodyguard. She only has one requirement. He cannot read her work.
It was that last line that got me. All right, comic fam. These
Sounds
are a little,
cool.
you know what? I'll be real though. There's some members going, hey, you guys got some weird polls on your list. You know what?
I do.
It's what it is. But these aren't the only ones on my poll list. I have a handful of them. You know, I got Spider-Man on there.
All the normal books are already there.
Oh my gosh, Comic Fam. Here's my my impression of a standard reviewer that's no one in the community. I love everybody in this Comic Fam, but there's some people that are not part of like the Comic Fam.
Bueller.
Is it Bueller?
He's gonna talk about Bueller.
I'm about to talk crap about Bueller.
That's okay.
They go like this. Everyone should read Hulk. Immortal Hulk.
That sounds like Bueller.
Wow. No,
That's
kidding.
the right button.
I'm trying to give you guys some spice. You know?
Yes.
You guys already know what I'm getting. You guys expect me to read Spider-Man. You expect me to read Batman. I'm reading Joker. You really need me to come live on the mic to tell you I'm reading Joker?
Joker number 4 sounds cool. I'm gonna keep reading it.
Whoa. Really? I've only talked about it 10 times in the last month. No. We're trying to give you some spice, Comic Fam. Some spice. We got FireGuyRyan in the house. Come on.
I can't believe I started.
That sound doesn't really match the energy you were just outputting.
I'm doing the energy. You bring the heat because you're the fire guy.
I absorb the energy.
You're absorbing it?
I don't produce anything.
Oh my gosh. Viewer comments. Let's make it happen right now, right here, right now. Let's do it. All right, so we got viewer comments, and the first one, we're gonna just give you a little peek at it. It says here, hey Tom, one of my favorite horror movies is called Ghost Story from the 80s or 90s. If you haven't checked it out, you should. 13 Ghosts and Cabin in the Woods are also on my high list. And I wanted to, and this is from Paul Stowell. We do read your comments. Comment down below. We may bring them back up on the mic, but I wanted to highlight this one, Ryan, because you are a fellow horror fan.
Apparently not.
I've never seen Ghost Story.
I've never heard of Ghost Story.
I haven't either, which is why I wanted to bring it up to your attention.
I've heard of 13 Ghosts. I haven't watched it.
You haven't seen 13 Ghosts?
No.
It has Tony Shalhoub.
What am I doing here, man? Let me go get 13 Ghosts.
Dude, really? You haven't seen 13 Ghosts?
No.
Practical effects. It's an amazing movie. It's really campy, but it's worth a watch. But you've seen Cabin in the Woods, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a big fan of horror comedies, so like, it's...
I need to give it another shot. I didn't really like it, honestly. And I know John's Comics with Kids, I think, really likes it if he's still here.
Is
he
that
might
right?
get mad at me for saying that. I think he likes that movie.
I really
A lot of people like that movie, but
I think it's fantastic. I think both of those recommendations are prime. You need to watch 13
But
Ghosts.
I want to check out the other things that Paul is mentioning, these ghost movies.
Ghost Story.
Yes.
All right, Ryan wants to see Ghost Story. Thank you for your comment. Let's keep it rolling with the next one. We have Jason W. Welcome back, Ryan. We missed you. Congrats on getting away from the night shift.
Thank you.
All right. Hope we will see you more often. Hey,
And here I am.
you know what we got here in the studio right
Oh
now?
my goodness. I'm going to smash.
I started the fire.
That's right. We have Ryan in the house. All right, we got Ryan. Hope we will see you more often. I like the video series that you guys thought on comics, or series of your guys' thoughts on the comics you're reading. Stay tuned. We're about to get into that here in a second. So much generosity in this. Good stuff from all involved. And you know that Jason W. is talking about comic karma, which I'm thinking we'll probably do next. And we'll explain what that is here in a second, because it's not just the podcast that we're recording right now. That's going to be available on SoundCloud, Spotify, Stitcher, and iTunes, because that's where we send the audio versions of all this. But we do have things that the community sends in to be generous. We will be doing a giveaway on mic. And when we do giveaways, we do them live.
Live giveaways.
That's right. So you got to be here to get it. That's how I roll. All right. The next one here I wanted to highlight. I thought this was kind of fun. This next one is from Steven Schauler, and he says, "I thought you were saying Milky Comics," and then he says Mill Creek Comics.
Close.
Okay, so first off, I want to just know, as far as a comic book store name, Milky Comics. It's pretty creative.
Does anybody have that? Let us know in the chat. Does anybody shop at Milky Comics?
How would you describe a comic store that's name was Milky Comics?
It has to have a smell. I think it's all about the smell.
You think it's all about the smell, Ryan?
You walk in on a nice hot summer day,
Yeah?
and it just smells
Is that what
like
it is?
hot milk.
I get it. I am starting to
Old
see
hot
where you're
milk.
going with this. It has to have a certain scent of cream,
Or maybe you dunk the comics into milk before you buy them.
like an Oreo.
It's their store's niche.
Okay, but no, it's not Milky Comics. It's also not Mill Creek Comics.
It is in Mill Creek.
It is in Mill Creek, Washington. It's Mill Geek.
It's a pun.
Comics.
Is that a pun?
I would call that a pun.
I think
It's
that's a pun. Okay.
Okay, so here
Oh
we
my
go.
goodness. I'm going to chop your hands off. You're not allowed to use it. I want that.
Oh, you guys are going to learn to love it. It's just, you're going to learn to love it. Okay, Ryan, please read this one. This is one of my favorite comments I've seen in a long time.
Me too. From Darius Twin. I had a complete set of Darkhawk and Secret Defenders, but my stepdad was really cruel, and one day he farted on Darkhawk #1 when I had it open and said the newsprint paper is porous, so it absorbed that fart. And then he walked out of the room, and I was humiliated, so I threw away all of my comics. Now I want to get back into it.
So this is one of those challenging situations where we have a former member, that wants to get back into comics because of the classic case of my dad farted on my comic books.
That's great.
It happens.
I want to hear the rest of the story. There's more here. This is not the only thing that his stepdad has farted on.
We have some questions. Does the comic still smell? What grade is the comic post fart?
Do CGC check for smells?
Do they check for farts?
Or any, yeah.
These are all great questions that we still have yet to answer. That's why we have a purpose here in the community. We have to figure these things out. He's the comic sensei. He may know.
Oh, no, he's an Overstreet person, not a CGC person.
He is an Overstreet advisor. He will soon be a certified CGC dealer. So he will be able to provide that service pretty soon. So maybe we will be able to find out multiple things in this one question, which is why the community is sending the questions in. It's interesting.
I guess that might be why they stopped doing newspaper for comics, because of the farts.
The fathers who are farting on the comics.
Stepfathers. That's a very important distinction.
It's true. It is a stepfather.
Stepdad.
It's one of those things. This could be like a comic story. You know what I mean? Like a Inception type of thing going on. All right, comic fam, we're loving your comments. I don't know if you've noticed that we are a big fan of when you comment and share information about your lives. Okay, here we go. I'm thinking we got to open up some Comic Karma.
We got some stuff here.
We got some stuff here from the Comic
What was it, 2-3 weeks ago we did this last time?
It's
and the room,
crazy,
the room was full of boxes, and then
a full short box.
It was a nightmare.
An entire long box.
We spent like 3 hours opening packages.
Dude, someone literally sent in a short box filled with comic books.
Right.
And I went through every single one on camera.
That's what we do. That's what we pledged to do.
That's the chair, by the way.
Was that the soundboard?
It wasn't the soundboard. That was the chair.
You don't have a squeaky chair sound button?
Yeah, it's like when I move over.
Can you hit one of the buttons at random for me right now? Okay. Thank you.
There you go, brother.
I'm satisfied now. What are we doing? Opening stuff.
We're opening stuff. All right,
What's this?
I don't know what that is. It came in today. Make it happen.
This is big.
Comic fam, we have a P.O. box. If you want to send stuff in, you don't have to. We don't ask you to do it. But if you want to, if you feel the need to send some Comic Karma in, you can send it to the P.O. box that's in the description. We will open it on camera. We try to screen it, make sure that there's nothing crazy in there.
There's no bad messages in the letter he's writing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're good.
Hey, Comic Tom. My name is Brandon Garvey, and I'm an independent illustrator.
Brandon Garvey!
I know you are a major Hellboy fan, so I have included in this package a Hellboy print I made. He made it. I didn't do it. I have also included a few of my other pieces. I do a mix of traditional and digital work. Currently, I am just trying to make a name for myself as an artist, grow and learn, and get my work out there for people to see.
Well, let's get his work out there.
Let's do it.
Break it open. Let's take a look. Someone sent in some gifts, it sounds like. I'm thinking, we get some art prints, some posters, and they don't really fit in boxes. I got to get some of those tubes. You know what I'm talking about? Poster tubes. Actually, there's one right there. They're literally.
That's helpful.
Yeah, someone sent in a poster tube.
You can reduce and recycle and stuff. Or reuse. I left out the relevant one.
Is it really helpful for the environment if you recycle cardboard and paper? Because we literally live in Washington where there are tree farms. We grow trees. They're a renewable resource.
Let's just go cut down trees. What does recycling even do, man?
I don't know, man. I saw a Penn and Teller
let's just go burn trash. About it.
Yeah, burning trash is not legal.
It's the most green way to do it.
Don't be doing. No. Don't be burning trash.
Don't do it. I'm just being sarcastic.
All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at what is it Brendan Sharby?
There's more to the letter. Brandon Garvey.
Brendan Garvey. Oh, damn, dude. This is really good.
I'm hoping to one day do covers for some of my favorite comics. I do sell my work over on my own site over at BrandonGarveyArt.com, and you can see more of my work over on Instagram at BrandonGarveyArt. NSFW warning, I do some lewd art. There you go.
Some lewd. Ryan.
Lewd.
That sounds like something you'd enjoy.
I'll be right there.
Ryan loves lewd.
I do.
Lewd types of images.
I'm not wearing pants.
Music. Comic books.
Music.
Look at this.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty dope, dude.
I like with the eyes shiny.
Oh, look at this. I think Aaron would like this one. Some Dragon Ball Z goodness.
Thank you for all the entertainment you bring and helping to make comics accessible for so many. P.S. Cool. Ryan is the best.
Ryan is the best.
I'm just kidding. That wasn't on there.
Awesome.
He did say P.S. The Miles piece is his homage to Art Germ. Oh, it says right there.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
After Art
Look at that Miles piece. That is dope, dude. Look at that. Oh yeah, dude, he's kind of got
Brandon
a.
Garvey.
Look at this. There's definitely some Otley vibes to this. Look at that. Look at that face right there. That Spidey face.
I like the motion. It looks good.
I'm digging this, man. Thank you so much, my brother. That's very kind of you. Oh, dude, one of my favorite Spidey villains, the Rhino.
I put something right here next to Steranko.
The Sterank that just graces our.
The stank.
The stank. The Sterank is what you're talking about.
Sterank don't stank. I like that one.
I
Does
kinda-
Rhino always have eyes in his eye in the costume?
What was it?
Rhino has his normal eyes, and then the costume has
Oh
two
yeah,
eyes.
that's kind of weird. I don't remember that. Does Rhino like? I don't know if you can see that, comic fan, but like Rhino has eyes on his mask, and he's got a standard eye so he can see.
It's like out of the Goofy costume or whatever at Disneyland. You know, they got the eyes and then the actual eyes that they see out of.
Oh, dude, this one's awesome. Look at this one. The last one right here. Look at this. Batman, Catwoman, looking at each other like,
Classic.
oh, I want to be with you, but I'm
Crime.
Batman. But crime, and I
But
gotta
there's
stop.
crime out there, and we have to go do crime stuff.
But Bruce, I'm such a badass. I'm perfect for you in every way, and we can fight crime together. And I can also steal things sometimes.
That's it. Are you a writer?
I'm trying to be.
You're not as lucky as.
I'm not as good as
No.
James Tynan,
Yeah.
but maybe I'll get there one day.
Honestly, I think Batman is my least favorite book of his right now.
Really? Have you read The Joker?
Yeah.
What'd you think? I mean, this isn't a conversation about that, so you should open this one.
Boom. This is thick paper.
Thick paper, expensive paper. We're doing it. It's Comic Karma. Let's do this. Did
Hello.
I really leave the thing?
What'd you do?
I'm looking for the little X-Acto knife. I have to do this on camera. Here, go ahead. Read it. I'll open it.
It's somewhere over here. There's a knife right here.
Oh.
Here, catch.
Hook it up.
Blink. All right. Hello, Comic Karma crew.
That's us.
That's us. My name is Chris. He left out the is. My name, Chris Thorne, and I am an artist from Los Angeles.
So you leave it out.
I got to read the letter as it's written.
Do it, man. Do it.
And I am an artist from Los Angeles. I really enjoy the Comic Karma segment, and I wanted to be a part of it. Enclosed is one of my graded sketch covers to pass on to a fellow member of the community. My main art gig is doing sketch cards for Tops and Upper Deck, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and Walking Dead, among others.
Ooh, cool.
Every October, I participate in a group project called Inktober, and this was one of the covers I did for that project. That year, I did clowns. Uh-oh. One direct ink, no pencils drawing a day for the month of October. I did all of my drawings on sketch covers. 31 days of weird clowns. Totally not scared of clowns. I colored some of the sketches after the fact, and I had a couple of them graded. I hope whoever ends up with this graded sketch loves it. Keep it up. Geek responsibly. Chris Thorne.
Oh my goodness, you know what that means? Well, first off, it means that we have some graded comic goodness, original art that's going to be literally won by a member who is watching our show right now. It is very exciting. All right, look at this. First off, creepy as hell. This is a Flintstones comic. It says Flintstones #1, and it's a clown. It says it's signed by Chris Thorne. It's a partial blank cover. Let's even get a better shot of this. Look at this right here.
Is he wearing a mask?
Right?
Am I seeing that? Oh, no, that's his mouth. It's
That's
just
right.
hooks into his mouth. That is horrifying.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna be doing a giveaway for this right here, and we're gonna do it during this video. So don't let me forget, Ryan.
I already forgot, dude. Don't count on me to remember stuff.
All right, we need to come up with something dope for the community. But hey, thank you so much, Chris Thorne. Again, let me show it one more time. We're gonna do it. Actually, we'll do it again when we do the giveaway.
ChrisThorneArt.com, by the way.
Chris Thorne Art, very talented individual. You know, we actually have some cards here. You can draw a clown well. Well done, sir.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
I think it is, man.
Someone
Clowns,
has
there's
to.
nothing wrong with clowns, dude. What do you got with clowns? What's up with
Haha,
that?
man. Read that book. Comic Tom, first off, thanks for the business. And thanks for putting out great content.
Oh, okay. So I went and
buy something from this
I
person?
did. I bought something from this individual on eBay. Sometimes this happens where I'll buy something for myself, and then the person sees that it's me, and they're like, yo, Comic Karma's coming. And so I didn't even see what he sent. He just put something together, and I'm like, all right, let's make it happen.
First off, thanks for the business. And thanks for putting out great content. It is always great to see you, Jem, and the Guru. And FireGuyRyan.
Yeah.
That was
Was
not
that
in
added
there.
as well?
This market has been fun the last few years. Added some things for you and the comic fam. Enjoy and keep doing what you are doing. John, 2021 New Age Investments, IG and YouTube. I'm assuming that's his name on YouTube. 2021 New Age Investments.
Some Secret Wars #1s. Secret Wars 2 issue #1s. Very cool.
And this one book I was peeling tape off of still.
Peeling the tape. We got some Comic Karma in the house. Let's go. Very nice of you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the
John.
great deal. I'm going to show those books in the next podcast.
Requires a blade.
I'm hoping that the podcast comes out tomorrow. Shout out Slav. He's editing it right now. It's with the Guru. We go over hunting for comic books, like traveling a distance, going the distance, going for speed.
No, thank you.
All right.
I was recently in a room with your dad doing the mail call, and your dad loves cake.
And believe it or not,
by the way,
I love cake as well because of Comic Pops. And I actually...
We do not have similar music tastes.
You and my dad. I get a text. Hold on, let me see if we can find it. Can I find the real text right now? Comic Fam, this is real
This
talk.
was last week when we were doing the mail call.
Okay.
It was me and Pops and a couple other people were there.
All right, so this is what Ryan says. He texts me because he's doing the mail call, getting all of you guys your mail calls. ComicTom101.com to join the community. It gives us an opportunity to send comic books to our members, to the people who want to support what we do here. And this is what Ryan sends me. Okay.
Sorry, Pops.
This is legit what he says. Hold on. We talk a lot, Ryan, so just give me a second here. But it's going to be worth it.
I'm sure it'll be great for them to hear.
It's freaking hilarious.
You just read anything that we say because we are hilarious dudes.
Yeah, okay, so this is what he says.
Is
he
it safe?
swore, so I got to make sure not to say that.
I swore.
Right,
someone stole my phone.
We're talking about bands that we hate, and your dad's like, I hate the Talking Heads. I hate the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's right.
And I'm like, F it, I'm quitting. Because Ryan loves both of those bands. And you know what? We bonded over Red Hot Chili Peppers because you know what? Red Hot Chili Peppers is one of those bands that if someone doesn't like them, I get it.
They really don't like them.
I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, he hates them, dude. But here's the thing.
People who don't like it really don't like it. And I can, like you said,
I understand. I never said that they were great, but it doesn't mean that their music isn't fun to listen to.
Just like Limp Bizkit.
Dude, we were just rocking out to some hot dog flavored water before
everybody
went
knows
live,
the song.
Hey.
So bad.
But you know, for real though, we have some Comic Karma right here. What is this? Is there a note?
No, I don't know. It's taped up. You opened it.
I opened it.
Is there a note?
I'm so bad at this, man. Sometimes I miss the note.
We got a comment and saying that we read the wrong note for the wrong package once last time. There were like a million.
It's karma and it's very forgiving.
Yes, you guys are really nice to us.
You guys are very nice to us. Shoot.
When we mess up the notes like this. Tom's messing it up.
Oh, there's a note right here. Ha ha ha! I didn't mess anything up. It's in there.
Is it taped? It's very secure.
All right, here you go, brother. Make it happen.
Wow, this is very small.
FireGuyRyan in the house.
I can't believe I started the fire.
I almost showed it on camera, but there is an address on here, so I will not do that. Make sure this is not. Okay, yeah, it works. Greetings, Tom. Hope you are doing great. I am a new comic book creator and veteran film director. My last horror film was called End of the Line.
Dude, I want to send that in. I want to, if there's anybody who's made a horror movie, we've never gotten a movie in Comic Karma. I want to see a movie. Come on.
That's fun. I enjoy your show, and it's been one of my go-to comic channels along with Reggie Collects. Okay.
I know that guy.
We do.
That dude is ripped.
Yeah, I tried not to watch his channel because I just hate myself whenever I knew. It was like, oh, that's right. The gym is a thing.
Dude, I freaking love Reggie.
Reggie's fun.
You know what's funny about Reggie is whenever you comment on his physique, because the dude is like, he's easily one of the most ripped individuals.
He's so buff,
in
I feel like
comics.
his muscles are going to burst out of his skin.
I'm actually concerned while I watch Reggie Collects.
Yes.
He's like, today we're going to talk about CGC and my feelings on, and he gets into it, and I'm like, dude, are your muscles going to burst out of your shirt? I'm concerned for your well-being.
If you can't be concerned for somebody who's clearly in very good shape.
No, but for real though, what's funny about Reggie is that he'll be like, oh no, I got dad bod. I got dad bod now. And I'm like, yeah, dude, then what do I have? You have dad bod.
Yeah.
What does that mean for all of us? No! Go subscribe to Reggie Collects. I freaking love that guy.
It's been one of my go-to comic channels along with Reggie Collects ever since I got back into comic books a few years ago after a long hiatus. And he says, I had sold my 10,000 plus comics to finance my first feature film when I was a teenager.
Yo, I sold my entire Hellboy collection to start this YouTube channel. I feel you.
I gave up all my trades and hardcovers for the first round of mail call back when we did trades and hardcovers.
Yep, we did it for the fam.
Comics are quite a new world now, with CGC, comic pressing, speculation, and crazy prices. I was actually interviewed on February 24th on Reggie's show to talk about my upcoming graphic novel series called Clan of the Devil.
Hey, I'm looking at it right now, man. Clan of the Devil.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Yeah, based on the terrifying true events. Discover the darkest chapter in Scotland's history. For the first time ever, the epic story of the...
That's all on the cover?
Yeah,
okay.
the Sonny Beanie
The Sonny
Cannibal
Bean
Clanny.
saga about the infamous Scottish cannibals that I have been working on for many years. I'm contacting you because I was wondering if you might also be interested in doing something together to help promote my project. The 110-page Book 1 graphic novel is launching on Kickstarter April 27th, which was like 2 days ago.
Dude, we got a Kickstarter to check out?
But since the book is already printed, I am using Kickstarter more as a sales launching pad and marketing platform. A free sample of the book and more information is available at www.clanofthedevil.com. And you can watch a 1.5-minute trailer of the book on YouTube by searching Clan of the Devil's Honey Bean Saga.
Okay.
Here are a few copies of issue 1 that you can use for giveaways. Cheers, Maurice Devereaux.
Clan of the Devil, Soggy, Sonny.
It's spelled very Scottish.
It's not soggy, it's Sonny.
Soggy beans.
Soggy beans.
It's cannibals.
Cannibals.
Darker than our sense of humor leads it to believe.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let's see here. If I can find it right now, let's see. I Googled it, but I also am terrible at everything in life. So, the story of cannibal clan that terrorized Europe. Oh, I found it. This looks like it. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Can you do it in a Scottish accent, Ryan?
No.
All right, well, that's fine.
What is a Scottish? Willie from The Simpsons, the groundskeeper?
Yeah, you probably best not to do any of
Right?
that, actually.
That's offensive.
Let's not do that.
I think I am Scottish.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Irish.
Let's see if this works,
Or
Comic Con.
both.
Iconic rebels of Scottish folklore. You probably picture
This is
William
11
Wallace
minutes.
as seen in
We're
Braveheart,
watching
charging
all
into
11
crowds of
minutes
English
Strap in,
right now.
comic fam.
with his blue
We're not gonna
face
watch all
paint
11
and
minutes, but let's see what-
broadsword. What you probably don't picture is a psychopathic, mass-murdering cannibal with a bloodthirsty family that's said to have killed upwards of 1,000
Oh, shoot.
victims.
Hold on.
We're talking about Alexander Sawney Bean, the Scottish king of cannibalism, and his terrifying brood, the Sawney Bean Cannibal Clan. If you're about to eat, put down the fork and listen in.
Oh, you know what?
This is not it. I told you, it's 11
This
minutes
isn't
long.
it. Oh, well.
We're just going to
okay,
watch
cool.
YouTube with the fam.
Yeah, just watch YouTube, you know what I mean? You know, it's okay, Comic Fam. All right, well, anyways, we're going to try to find that. Maybe we'll take a look. I want to do a Kickstarter highlight on the show. So maybe we can
Kickstarter is
start.
like such a. I haven't even thought about Kickstarter as like, but there's so many cool projects
Well,
on
we
there.
get asked so much to, to like talk and
Right.
interview and this. And
I want to read that book, by the way. Do we
and
have
like
an
no
extra?
one,
Give
and
me one.
honestly, like no one wants to watch me interview anybody because I'm terrible at it. However,
Me too.
What we can do is do a shout out on the show, show it off. You know how we do. You know how we do.
Giveaways?
Yeah.
We do that already?
Ryan's like, I have
Sorry.
no idea what's going on right now.
I'm stuck in the chat.
You,
It's
you
a lot
gotta
of
stop
fun.
looking at the chat, dude.
They're fun. I like you
It's
guys.
fun that they're here, but we are doing a show.
They're
Ryan.
talking to us.
Ryan.
No, and amongst themselves.
Come on.
You're getting better at the soundboard at least.
I am. It's all training.
Oh, we're not even done with the karma.
We got one more thing of karma. Can you open this one up?
We got 2 more, man. We got the 2.
Got the tube.
Don't
Well, it's
drop
all-
stuff on the table.
It's all part of it, my man. Oh, this is from a dope member of the community. This one is from a member who reached out last Comic Karma. It's from Worm Life Comics, and I butchered his name on the last show.
Milky Comics?
Worm Life Milky Comics.
Warm milk.
Shout out Justin, thank you so much. Sending in some karma because he's just a homie in the community. So we're gonna show this off, see what the generosity is. Oh, what is it?
Okay.
What is it?
Is this all one pic? There's multiple things in here. I want to make sure.
So let me explain Comic Karma really quick, okay? So basically, we have things. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is so loud.
Right into
Hold
the
on.
mic.
Talk, Ryan.
Comic Karma?
Yeah, tell him.
We have things that people send. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
People send us stuff to put out into the mail call.
Yeah, do a better job explaining.
Thank you. That really adds a layer to the
Okay,
show.
so what is it? It's generosity.
It is. It is people like yourselves out there in the chat who I'm trying to read who decide that they want to partake. Ooh, nice. Nice.
That's
Second
so
print.
sexy. Okay.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Okay, Comic Karma. So basically, we have things that you just did.
I hit the button.
You hit the button well. Okay, so
I'm
Comic
great.
Karma is generosity from the community. We're already sending out things to multiple members across the country, to Puerto Rico, to Guam even. And because we have a process where we're sending something every month, members want to send things to other members, and that's our way to do it and to help. They hitch a ride. However, this is not like mail call books. This is not anything that we profit off of. This is anything besides us putting work into opening them up, making sure they look presentable in the box, so we rebag and board, please bag and board your comics. However, if they need some, tidying up, we'll do that. And then we put a sticker on there that says the date of the Comic Karma, which
Date
is
of this video, 4/29.
yeah. So all of these books that are gonna go into Comic Karma probably within the next month, probably a month later. It
Not
takes
this
a little-
mail call.
Not this mail call, but the next one. Hopefully next one. They're gonna have a sticker that says 4/29 Karma on it, so that they can look, so that whoever gets this in their mail call can first know that this is extra. Okay,
Right.
so whoever gets
I
this,
go through and assemble every single mail call by myself.
right.
And then the very last step is I take the box of Comic Karma books and I go through and just sprinkle them in, like Tinkerbell, as previously discussed.
And what we try to do is, believe it or not, the hoisting of Ryan.
That's what takes the most work out
It
of the whole
takes
mail
most
call.
of the time for the mail call.
We hire somebody specifically for that job.
We have a whole pulley system that we had to invest in. It's a big part of the comic fam doesn't know what goes all into what
They
we do.
need it though.
Yeah, and Ryan at first was really. I mean, you kind of were a little you didn't want to wear the Tinkerbell outfit at first, but I told you will move faster and it
It's
will
more
cause better.
aerodynamic. That's what it
And
is.
boom, he gave in, he did it, and now
Yes.
he's Tinkerbell, and we're pulley systeming, and he's just.
And I drop the comics from high up, and they just magically go where they're supposed to every single time.
It's like a slide mechanism. He puts it down, and it catches a slide, and then goes right in there perfectly.
It's part of the pixie dust magic that is involved.
It's a lot of Comic Karma. But anyways, Comic Karma, this is a way that the community can send things in if they want to be generous, if they want to send something out to fellow members. We put a sticker on there, and then someone in the future gets it, just like all of these Thor comics. Hell yeah, look at this. So all of these Venoms, Thors are going to get the love that they need. We have second printings, issue 27. That's pretty cool.
It's a Donny Cates theme, I'm noticing.
I'm digging it. Symbiote Spider-Man, look at that.
That's still too high, man. The angle of this thing on screen.
I know. I gotta figure it out, man. It's just because the lighting is not the greatest.
It is a more official setup than what we
Here,
have
let me
used.
see if I can fix it.
You just angle it a little bit
Comic
lower.
Karma,
We are live.
We are
Adjusting
live.
stuff.
adjusting it now. See, but the thing is like it's kind of. All right, I can kind of I don't know, man.
There's
just
a gnarly
freaking
glare.
There is a gnarly glare. I wonder if I can move it like.
Totally gnarly, bro.
Okay.
That's-
no matter what.
It
Wait,
doesn't
is
work.
this on? Oh, it doesn't really help, does it? All right, well. It's just what we do, Ryan. It's Comic Karma. We're still figuring it out, Comic Fam. I bought this thing.
It's a process.
It's like we need a thing to.
We should hire the
we need-
Tinkerbell person to
we need
hold the books
something
up.
like. Where's the glare even coming from?
This light?
This light?
It's a top glare.
I don't know.
Or that light.
There's
over
so
there.
many light. Oh, it's like.
That's what I'm saying. There's
it's this one
9,000
right here.
lights in here.
All right, here we go. Look at this. It's better.
You can do that the whole
I
time.
just gotta hold it.
I would do it, but I'm all the way over here.
Look at this.
not
We
gonna do that.
have a Shang-Chi #1. That's a dope exclusive if I've ever seen one.
It's a cool cover.
Cool cover. Mask #4. A Mega Ghost. That looks like a Virgin Carnage variant.
I like it.
Swordmaster. Fallen Sun. Oh, that's cool. Boom.
Also a good book.
King in Black #1. Venom 26,
See,
as Ryan would say.
I would.
Department of Truth.
Like fourth printing or something?
Yeah, it's got to be like the 4th print.
Not the first print.
Oh, this is cool, man. Damn. What a cool thing to send in. Look at this.
Oh, I need that book.
All right.
I specifically need
this
that
is the
issue.
one that I needed. I need this issue too.
I got shorted
But it's
issue
not
too.
ours. This is the community's, all right?
Nope.
Taskmaster. Oh, look at this one.
Nice.
3rd printing. Dude, that's freaking cool. Carnage, I bought this one as well. It's got some Gleason goodness.
Sending out a lot of my favorite runs right now. Thor, Daredevil, especially Daredevil.
Thor. Man,
So we
look at
don't
that.
just read weird books. Well, Thor's kind of weird right now.
Thor's a little weird, man.
The good weird.
It's a good weird.
Black Winter, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, Black Winter.
Totally
issue
panned out.
#5. Hell Risen #3. That's pretty cool.
That's
Boom.
a second print or something.
I
though,
think it's
right?
2nd print, yeah. Awesome. And then what else we got here? We have multiple copies of Venom 27.
Duplicates.
And then duplicates. Dude, I like that. Oh my goodness. What generosity. Okay, let's
And then these.
Yeah, what do we got here? Let me see.
It's all the same. You know what this is.
Do I?
You know what it is.
I know what it is. Oh my gosh. Yes.
I checked. They're all the same. I think they're all the same.
The
Might wanna-
print of me in the Spidey.
Smoking a cigar. Have you ever smoked a cigar?
I've never. Oh yeah, dude. I smoke cigars.
Big
before.
old stogie.
They call me Nick Fury. Come on. This is me as like Nick Fury in the Spider-Man 300
Are you
cover.
zapping with your finger? Is that something Nick Fury does?
This is freaking hilarious.
Finger
Dude.
zaps?
What is this? I saw this going around Instagram. You guys are
Beautiful.
freaking hilarious. Drawing me in all which ways. And there's like five prints of it. Who knew I needed this? I mean, our homie did. Thank you so much.
5 of them. You can put 5 of them up here.
I'm gonna take down the whole set, and we're just gonna have pictures of myself.
Take down
right?
Jim. He's
and
had
my
his day.
vanity. All right, here we go, comic fam. Okay, so now we are getting into some comics that we read. Because it's not just about buying and specking. It's not
No.
just about buying second prints, third prints, grading comics.
Even though sometimes that's fun.
I know you never know.
On this book that no one was.
No, what we got to do.
Have we used every button?
I think we have at this point.
Just push one.
That's right, baby.
That's important. I'm glad
That's a good one.
that has a
Because, like,
button.
you know what? I'm just going to say this right here, right now, because I'm going to clip this out. This isn't going to resonate for a lot of members in our community, but I have to say it. There was a YouTuber in our community that I am friends with.
Bueller.
It's not Bueller.
Is it Reggie?
Nope, it's not. No. There was a YouTuber in our. He is still a YouTuber, and I want to say his name, but
Him.
a younger guy that I'm friends with, and he kind of looks up to us a little bit, okay? And he told me that he was a big fan of Chris D'Elia, okay? Chris D'Elia is a comedian that I was familiar with, never thought it was too funny, but he had this joke that he would use on the mic, and it was all about the Nate Dogg song, Me and My Homies.
Sure.
Me and my homies love.
Never heard that song before.
We kick it like every day. You know what I mean? And Chris D'Elia, in this like time that I met this person who was like looking up to us and they're doing YouTube content, he told me like, I really like Chris D'Elia. And within a week, I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of like Chris D'Elia too. I can see why you like him. I was like, I'm a fan as well. And then Chris D'Elia got like canceled for reaching out to 17-year-olds. Like this is like a very famous Joe Rogan
Comedian
status
guy?
comedian.
Oh, that's why
And I'm
I
like,
know
yo,
that.
dude, just so you know, that's not a role model to have. Like this dude is a scumbag, okay? And
Comedians.
certain comedians,
All of them.
and legit, like this was a bad thing. Like this wasn't just like a one-time thing. He's like hunting for young people in Canada. It's not a good look because it's also illegal and it's just a terrible thing. And his whole persona is like being the cool guy. Anyways, I digress because it's nothing to do with comics. But what it does have to do with is that he uses this joke with Nate Dogg, and he'll use that sound clip. And as a Nate Dogg fan, I said no. I'm taking that from you. You lost that, Chris D'Elia. So it means nothing because we're in the comic book community, and this isn't like we're not in the same type of field. And we're tiny over here. You're a tiny YouTuber. But I want to go on record saying he no longer has.
Stand-up comedy sucks.
Boom.
That's
He's
the
got
record.
nothing.
That's Comic Tom said it.
No. What I'm saying is that he no longer gets Nate Dogg because Nate Dogg is too damn cool. And when I'm chilling with my homies,
R.I.P.
we kick it like every day. So anyways, that is what I have to say about that. And yes, as John say, it's not a good look. It's a major understatement. It really is. It's terrible. I was being, kind of coy with it. It's
That's
terrible.
why I just don't like anything.
Ryan doesn't like music.
You can't trust anyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's got some shady stuff going on.
And R.I.P. Nate Dogg, for real. Okay, let's we're gonna pick it back up. We're gonna pick it back up and talk about some damn comic books, Ryan.
Are we?
Yeah. You know what we're talking about? We're talking about 3 different comics.
Get another button. Let's go on another tangent.
Oh my god! See, now Ryan all of a sudden wants me to click the buttons.
Well,
okay?
see, I feel like we've already gone them all. We gone through them all. What's that top one, third one?
The third one?
That's the Womp Womps. Okay, now I've already seen that one.
That's the one I need. I need
Where's the
more
laser beams?
laughter.
We need one with laser beams or like ducks.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions about different
Comic Fan.
sound clips to put on here, I'm gonna get Jeff saying, "Oh, that's a tough book." Like he says it so much, I need that one on here. But if you have any other suggestions,
I need a
I'm
better
open to
Fire Guy
yours.
one. That one's too slow.
I know
and
it's
boring.
too slow and it's a little. Yeah, I need like Fire Guy. I need something like that. And I want to get Donnie Cates saying like, I don't know, something silly. Because we do talk about Donnie Cates every so often.
Just every now and then.
Yeah, I want something that's like, Donnie Cates and it goes, bad boy. Something like that, like you're talking to a dog, bad boy.
Donnie Cates
Bad
said
boy.
that.
Because he's the bad boy of comics, right?
He is.
Yeah, that's how
That's what
it
everyone
goes.
says.
So I think that'd be kind of funny. Okay, so we're talking about some comic books that we're reading because it's not just about specking and that's not just about collecting. We're talking about reading comic books, and this is how we decided to do it because we've done a handful of things. We've done breakdown videos. We've done like top 10 lists. We've done a lot of different stuff, but
Weekly polls.
we've done weekly polls. There's like a fine line that you have to walk with spoilers and entertainment.
How much do you want to ruin the plot of a book when you're trying to, put it on people's radar when they're just like, I watched Tom and Ryan break it a whole down.
I'm trying to get people to read it, Ryan.
I
Damn
don't
it!
need to read the damn book.
People
'cause
need
they
to read
spent
their
a whole
comics.
hour on it.
Well, people need to read their damn comics, Ryan. That's what I'm trying to say, comic fam. And it's from here. It's from a place in my heart. It's a real thing. Ryan knows what I'm talking about. Ryan, you keep me grounded, man.
Oh,
You do.
that's good.
You really do, man.
I'm very depressing, so it's good for bringing people down.
No, man. I'm talking about
what you
so
mean?
much in the week, and I'm looking at eBay so much. I'm specking on this, and I'm buying this, and it's like,
Just read them, man.
I'm like, oh yeah, but we got to read them because I know Ryan's gonna ask me, yo, dude, have you read Stray
I sold-
Dogs?
One comic in my entire life, and it was in the last couple of weeks.
What was it? What'd you sell?
The Bosslogic Black Adam cover for Justice League Endless Winter. It was a terrible crossover event, and I saw that was spiking, and I got rid of it.
You got rid of it. What'd you sell it for?
I gave it to Russ.
You gave it to Russ.
Russ sold it to a customer.
There you
He
go.
handed me I think $40 or something in cash.
Okay.
It's a lot more than I paid for it. So I don't
There you
care.
go.
I'm never going to read it again. It sucked.
All right. Well, here we go.
Spoiler alert.
First thing we're talking about today. Come on, baby. Let's do it. We're talking about Stray Dogs.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, dude.
Can you tell?
You're excited. I'm excited. We're getting into this book right here, right now. And bear with me, comic fam. I'm thinking we're gonna actually change the screen just a little bit. But Ryan, why don't you give us a little bit of information on Stray Dogs while I adjust this?
Stray Dogs is kind of, I go back and forth. This might be my favorite book from Image.
I freaking love this book, comic fam.
It's
so good.
Somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, because I could easily be wrong here, but I'm fairly certain this book is drawn by the person who draws the My Little Pony comic,
I'm pretty sure it is actually.
which makes a lot of sense when you open it up and look inside. It looks adorable. It's about puppies.
Dude, okay, let's do this right here. Stray Dogs, every single person needs to be reading this comic book. Damn it! Read it. That's what
Yes.
I have to say. This is one of those like books that I've given to a couple different people and they read it and they go, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know comics could be so damn cool."
It's 5 issues. It's going to be a short little thing, which is pretty heartbreaking. I want more of this.
You want more? I want more, man. It's it's
It's an
really good.
underdog. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, it's an underdog. I mean, like, all right, so Stray Dogs, we have dogs. We have little animals here, and I want to just kind of showcase a little bit here. We have what is seemingly it's almost like you're reading it and it's like a kid's story. We're going to talk about issue number 1, okay? Because we're talking about comics that you got to be reading. If you're not reading it, you need to be. If
Issue
you are,
3
you need
just
to be
came
grateful.
out. Issue 3 came out a week ago or something like that, so it's not that far ahead. So we don't want to spoil much.
That's
We're just going
right.
to give you a little bit of issue 1.
That's right. But we have a dog that's getting adopted. And Sophie right here, there's a
She's going to the vet. That's not even an adoption. She's sitting on her owner's lap at the vet.
That's right.
For vet reasons.
And what's fun
She's
is that
scared.
there's this aspect of, I guess you know it, but you don't really know it, that dogs have a very short-term memory. Or rather, they lack a short-term memory. They really can't remember.
They're dumb. Dogs are dumb. I've said that my whole life.
They're not very smart. They're not like cats, dude.
That's kind of why they're cute, though. Like, dogs are lovable idiots.
Yeah, cats have this ability to be like plotting to kill you all the time, where
Yes.
dogs are just kind of like, hey, I'm a dog.
Food.
Food. Oh, that's nice.
Right.
But in this particular comic, there's a really fun thing that they point out, which is like there's like very little short-term memory that dogs have, and that becomes important in the story because this right here is a dark story. Like you have these like really fun dogs, and then what do we have? We have other dogs because this dog gets adopted.
She gets adopted. Yes. Sophie, I think is her name.
Sophie, yeah.
She gets adopted by this man who brings her home, and this guy has a whole bunch of other dogs.
It's written by Tony Fleeces and Trish Fornster. Forstner. And it's Image Comics. But yes, it's Sophie.
Okay.
There you go.
So yeah, she gets brought home to this guy's house, and it looks like he's maybe like rescuing dogs or something. He's got all these
There's a bunch of dogs.
Yeah, a bunch of random dogs in his house. But he also has like dead animals. He's a taxidermy enthusiast, which is a little Little red flag.
It's not a good sign, man.
It's not terrible.
Have you ever known someone who was into taxidermy in your life?
Not
Comment.
no.
I want to see in the chat. Does anyone know anybody who's into taxidermy things? Or is there anyone in the chat that's into it?
Yeah, let us know, please.
I want to know.
Before we offend you.
I've never.
Norman Bates was into taxidermy and Psycho.
He was.
Which is a, little foreshadowing there that he
Just a little bit.
had his dead mom stuffed in the basement.
Oh, spoiler alert. Come on, Ryan.
Shame on me for ruining a 70-year-old movie or whatever.
That's like saying the reveal of the birds, the ending.
They're all robots.
They're all robots.
Those aren't real birds.
They weren't real the whole time.
CGI.
All right, so we have Sophie, who's getting adopted right now. She meets a bunch
Look
of
how
these.
lovable this looks.
That's why I like this comic so much.
Yes.
It's so lovable. Can
you zoom in? Is this what they see?
Dude, we can. Yeah, we
This
can.
looks
do
so
it.
small.
No. It's not that bad.
Okay.
There we go. We can zoom in a little bit more.
It looks so adorable.
Look at this. Look at like how, like the colors, the way that the panels are organized. It's so clean. It looks like a kid's book.
Exactly.
And this is not a kid's book. Look at this pug right there. Look at these animals.
My favorite is the one right next to the pug, the goofy one with the big eyes. Yeah, he's so cool.
Yeah. There you go. But what do we have
They're all
here?
characters, though. These are the characters of the book, and they all have personalities. They all have names.
I know. Like one of the first things that that Sophie does is she has an accident in the new house, and that's like for real. Like if you ever had a new dog or a new animal, it's something you deal with. Mm-hmm. They're pissing all over the place. This is what you have to deal with. You got to get that nature's miracle. Shout out to all our pet owners who knows the goodness of nature's miracle.
is a sponsor of the show.
Yeah, if you didn't know this whole time, they're the main business funding all
I don't
the
even
comic
use the toilet
decisions we
here.
do. Yeah, Ryan just goes.
I've
and then we
wet
spray
myself
when
right now.
See, the trick is with nature's miracles, you have to spray it and then leave it because it actually destroys the enzymes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and Ryan knows what I'm talking about because he abandoned toilets a long time ago.
I don't, yeah, it's
There you
true.
go. All right, but what's interesting about this book here, aside from Sophie having kind of a rough time, she's going into a new place. Her owner, she had to get adopted, but she doesn't even really remember what happened and why she had to get adopted. All of a sudden, she's getting adopted because she has that short-term memory loss because she's an animal, right? Well,
Stupid animal.
we have a reveal at the end that's going to make every single person want to read this book, okay? Sophie is gifted something very important. She gets this scarf.
Yep.
Right? She gets this scarf from her new owner and she sniffs it and then she remembers. This image right here is when I knew that we were in for something good. Because what does she remember, Ryan?
She realizes, or she has a half remembered kind of flashback of her lady, she keeps calling her.
Her prior owner.
Yes, getting strangled to death
That's right.
with her own scarf, which if you look back at the beginning in the vet's office, that lady has the red scarf on while the Sophie is in her lap.
That's
It's
right.
a little tie-in back to the beginning of the book. Turns out this guy
This person,
appears to be murdering people and stealing their dogs.
her owner, her new owner, who's rescuing all these animals, is a murderer. And she's realizing it in this moment for the first time. This is psychological horror in the perspective of a damn dog.
It's beautiful.
Comic books. That's what I have to say, Comic Fam. This is exactly what it's all about right here. So, Comic Fam, get Stray Dogs on your damn pull list.
It looks like a kid's book, but give it a chance because it is not.
It's not. No. I wouldn't. This is definitely something that I wouldn't be reading with the children. However, it's damn good. I just read issue 2. You read issue 3. I have it on my desk right now. I'm going to get to it, but
It's worse.
it gets hardcore.
a lot worse.
Okay, this is another one that I want to chat about today.
Speaking of hardcore,
You know what? And there's going to be a lot of members who've already read this. I don't care. We're going to chat about Berserker. Come on.
it's relevant. I mean, the second issue just dropped the other day.
It did, and you know what? Issue
read it?
2.
Are you current?
I'm current.
Okay,
What I'm
good.
going to say is we're not going to get into issue 2, but what I will say is that because this is like one of those nice things. These books have come out, and if you haven't read it, you need to read it because we've already read it, and we can tell you that's pretty damn good. Or if it doesn't interest you, whatever.
We're going to talk about it.
But we will get into it because there are some really good damn books that people are missing out on, and by us waiting a little bit, I feel like we can kind of spoil issue 1.
Berserker is relevant. It is, according to Ross Ritchie, the most successul comic.
John's Comics for
since the
Kids
90s.
says, it's not for kids. I gave it to my girls, Ryan.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but you're a cool dad,
Uncle Ryan has steered them wrong. I don't know if they still call me that.
John's Comics for Kids is a cool dad. He lets
Yes.
his kids read.
He's a cool dad.
Because, that's just what it is. If you're a good parent, your kids can handle
You
it.
can give your kids murdered comics.
Not that if your kids can't handle it, you're not a good parent, because I don't know. I don't have children, so none
just
of my
easier
opinions
not to
matter.
have them, yeah.
There you go. Right. You don't have any kids?
No, I hope not.
For some reason I think you had a couple
I mean, I
kids.
left them in the car.
Yeah.
It's really hot.
Yeah.
I cracked the window though.
Yeah.
They're fine.
It'll be fine. Ryan.
You get a ticket for leaving your kids in the car. I don't know. I don't
Oh
have
my
any.
gosh, we're gonna find out. Okay,
Not an issue.
no, we have Berserker issue number 1. We have no children. Okay, but what we do have is an amazing, dude. This comic is awesome, dude. I don't like. This is one of those ones where it's like, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is.
I feel like I'm not in the right age bracket. You either need to be like somebody who's nostalgic for 90s comics to appreciate this, or 14. Like I'm
Yeah,
somewhere in
that's
that
actually
in between both of
pretty
those.
astute, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm an astute man.
You know, I was needing more 90s vibes for my comic books, and I got it with Berserker. And you know why? Because this is just straight up aggression. It's like, it's hardcore. It's Keanu freaking Reeves, you know? Like, what can you say? I mean, first off, it's not a whole lot of dialogue in issue 1. No. And I would tell you that by issue 2, there's a lot more in the origin story.
Issue 2 fixed all of my issues that I had with the first one, which is a good thing.
They had to start out with a bang, dude.
Yes,
They really did,
There's
and they
several
do.
bangs in this book.
I was actually thinking like we can have this whole section be about the kill count of issue number 1.
Oh, you're gonna do that? Okay.
No, but we don't. I did not do that because then I would be spoiling the whole book
goodness.
because it's filled.
There's like a kill in
with
every panel.
murder.
Yeah, you're going through it.
Muck duck, if you would.
Yes.
But no, basically you have Keanu Reeves as an immortal.
He's Wolverine. He's Wolverine, but taller and without claws.
There you go.
You can't kill him, and he kills everyone else.
That's
like
right.
that. Like
Just like this with the brains and, you know, and the blood and the violence. And, you know, what's cool about this book is that aside from it already being like straight to option status and animation status, which is like double option,
double option.
because he's an immortal, there is a past, there is a present, and then there is a eagerness to die for this character that is
He's sick of living forever.
he doesn't is he sick of living? I've seen some people say that, like,
That's what
he
he
wants
said.
he wants to be able to die.
Sure.
He doesn't say he wants to die now, but he wants to be able to die someday.
I'm still good being immortal now.
But essentially
Eventually.
you have a rampaging, I mean, literally, this book is
spends
just
the whole
is
issue just
Keanu
murdering a
Reeves
bunch of dudes.
rampaging. There's one kill scene that I thought worth showcasing here. It's this one right here, where he rips the arm and beats the person to death. It's pretty hardcore. Not for Keanu Reeves, not the actual character that is losing his arm and being
Screaming
beaten
in
to
pain.
death.
Yeah, he's
Screaming in
He's
pain.
not enjoying it. It looks
But
like.
can't you imagine like Keanu Reeves doing this on screen? Like, this is essentially John Wick, but
I still haven't seen that movie. Maybe maybe that's the reason I don't like this comic. Maybe if I watched John Wick, I would appreciate Berserker more.
Okay, well, what's fun is that this is a character that's working with the government. He's like an agent, because in working with the government, they are assisting him in figuring out his memories and trying to understand who he is to see if they can.
They're doing like
Figure
tests
it all
on him and
out,
stuff. They're trying
you
to
know?
figure out, why he's not dying.
Yeah, like he can literally do the Wolverine status injuries, and
In the meantime, they're going to use him for assassination missions.
that's right. I mean, literally, this whole page actually, like, now that you say Wolverine, I'm like, damn, dude, this actually
a very clear homage.
like I'm looking at Weapon X right now. It just
Yeah.
clicked in my head. Like, I didn't even really associate Weapon X or the Wolverine narrative with this until this moment. But that's why we got FireGuyRyan on the show.
I can't believe I started the fire.
So what we're gonna do now is reveal the ending, because this is why you got to read this book. He
That's
was
the best
born
part.
80,000 years ago.
He's a caveman.
He's a caveman. All right, we have a caveman from the past. It's Keanu Reeves. It's Neo. It's everything we want. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
And I can say safely, as somebody who did not appreciate issue 1, if this part appeals to you, then the following issue elaborates on this. You kind of get more of his backstory and his reasoning and his logic, and more information is given. There's
You
not
find out
just,
why he is
Yes.
an immortal. It's not a big secret.
as Tom said, you have to open with a bang.
You do. And that's actually why I wanted to bring this up today. Because this book, first off, as you said, if you're not like into 90s, just like Rampage kind of comics, or Just like, what was the other analogy?
14 years old.
Yeah,
I
or
would
if
have
you're-
loved this as in
It's a
middle
little
school.
harsh. It's a little harsh, but
In middle
but
school, dude, when you watch like Friday the 13th and people are getting heads chopped off
Yeah.
and getting smashed into trees and sleeping bags and stuff.
But you don't like that?
That's the coolest part. When
Come
you're a
on,
little
dude.
kid, I just watched all of those movies like a week ago.
You literally just told me you watched all the Friday the 13th
and
movies.
they suck now.
Dude, they don't suck, man.
so
You just got to
bad.
be in the right headspace for it. Come on, man.
It's just like this. Ugh.
Oh my gosh, Ryan. Oh my gosh.
I need story.
Okay, he needs story. Okay,
Issue
Comic
two
Fam
has
needs
story.
story. So, issue 2 has story. I've confirmed it. I've read it. I enjoyed it. I like Berserker issue 1 out the gate, but I like it even more after reading issue 2, which is why I'm telling the Comic Fam, get on Berserker.
And it's only 12 issues, which is another thing I like. I appreciate a story that ends, Robert Kirkman.
Oh, he's throwing shots. I like it. But you know what? I'm going to make this next one easy for you, Ryan. Let's just give him something good to chat about right here, right now. Let's do it. Radiant Black. We were just chatting about this writer. Hit him with just a surprisingly like refreshing superhero tale.
I was saying that Stray Dogs might be my favorite Image book, but Stray Dogs and Radiant Black are both released on the same Wednesday every month. They're both 3 issues in so far. And every time I finish reading one of them, I think it's my favorite book from Image. I go back and forth. And also Two Moons is really good, and Silver Coin from Image. There's a lot. But these two are kind of at the top for me.
I have to say, Ryan, I'm curious because you would know better than me. The lead character in Radiant Black, we have Nathan Burnett. Not Barnett. Shout out
remember
Nathan
his last
Barnett.
name.
He can dance and play video games like a really cool dude.
Do you know the online comedian Joe Rogan guy?
No, he's even cooler than Joe
He's
Rogan.
even cooler than Joe Rogan.
Yeah, dude, Joe Rogan's not that cool.
I don't care.
He's too short. He's too short for me to like
That's
him.
it.
I'm just kidding. That's like it's really mean. But Nathan Burnett, he's the lead of Radiant Black. Is Kyle Higgins writing himself as a superhero in this comic book?
It feels like it. And I think a lot of times when writers write themselves, that's when the book kind of works a lot. They say write what you know. That's like the basic advice for writers. And I get that vibe from him reading this book. This is the first panel.
This is like it's very real.
I think of
for
this
a
book-
superhero origin story, like it literally starts out with, I'm in debt, I have no money, and I gotta move back in with my parents. And I'm a
think of-
writer.
For me, this is a combo between Invincible and Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, dude. That's exactly what I was thinking too. A lot of people have been comparing this to Invincible and something else that I can't. Power Rangers. They're convinced because it's Kyle Higgins and it's Power Rangers. But no,
Sure.
maybe the design of
don't-
the superheroes a little bit.
The art kind of looks
but
like
no,
nah.
Ultimate Spider-Man. That's
because
what
of the
this is.
this feels like in a good way. This
Freaking
feels
Ryan
like
in the
Bendis
house,
dialogue.
baby.
I believe I started.
Yeah, you
That's what he
need a
does,
better
man.
Fire Guy Ryan
I know.
button.
I need a better one, but it's like I'm feeling it right now, man, because I freaking love this comic. Anyways, explain what we're looking at.
This book gives what are we looking at? We're looking at as we just saw in the last panel, a very financially struggling person, young man, 20s, 30s.
He's a writer.
He's like 20s, 30.
Moving back in with his family.
Somewhere around
Owes
our
like
age.
40 grand in debt.
He is struggling financially. He's
Hard.
got less than $50 to his name, and he has to. Right here, we can see he's moving back in with his parents. He's a struggling writer, struggling because he's not really trying. He's not writing much. Like if he wanted to, he could try more. And I think that's one of the keys to being a writer is like writing, is doing it. And he talks to his friend a lot and says like, yeah, I just kind of have not been doing it. He's not really trying.
His dad is there's a lot of really good dialogue between him and his family, and this is one of those things in comics where sometimes it loses me. You're a big fan of Brian Michael Bendis. It's
Yes.
one of my biggest complaints, and it's one of the most common complaints is his ability to write dialogue. Sometimes he overdoes it,
Yes.
and that's okay.
Justice League right now, by the way.
It's rough. It's rough.
Everybody
man.
sounds like
Everyone's
Ultimate
complaining.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, right. But Kyle Higgins does it right, man. He's like, you get drawn in, you're happy, and
It feels real. The dialogue is very
feels
real.
freaking real. That's exactly what I'm trying to get to. So
We
hit him
can
with
all
what we got.
kind of identify with this, either having to move back in with your parents or being in debt. He drives for it's called Driver. It's not Uber, but yeah, it's Uber. He drives an Uber, and there's I think there's an issue 2. There's a really funny, just full page description of his day, just showing panel of the various conversations he's having with different passengers, and it's funny. This book makes me actually laugh.
Yeah.
which is rare. I
Seldomly.
enjoy that.
Well, we have a character who sees something in the distance as he's just struggling. He's moving back home, but like when he's chilling with his friend, he sees like a, what would you even call it? Like it's like a black hole.
That's what they call it. It's like it's just kind of hovering off the ground there.
It's another one of those like situations where he's gonna get superpowers. It doesn't really matter, but he's gonna get powers.
They're drunk as hell, and they stumble out of the bar, and they're like, "Are we seeing this? Is this real?"
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go up to it.
Well, you wouldn't go up to it?
No, that's all you
Damn, dude.
I'm all into another dimension.
Dude, if I see, I know. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What's the Nicolas Cage horror movie? It's on Shudder right now. It's
Color Out of Space, man.
Color
That's
Out of
Lovecraft.
Space.
That is
That's
H.P.
right.
Lovecraft.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Color Out of Space. That right there would be the. It's like you want it to be. Oh,
That's another comet.
It's what I'm saying. I'm doing it here. I have another one here. So you have the. Oh, it's killing me right now. I can't think of it. Space in Seattle, the comet lands, and there's Chronicle. Thank you, Ryan. Freaking FireGuyRyan in the house.
God damn that button.
I know, dude. We're gonna fix it next time. But FireGuyRyan understands the importance of Chronicle. First off, there's freaking Space Needle shots with superhero action happening. And it's amazing. I love that.
It's one of my favorite superhero movies.
Dude, it's that and like Unbreakable. Neither are Marvel movies, and they're like some of my favorite superhero movies.
They're like indie superhero movies.
So
like
I would always hope that the comet situation would be like Chronicle. It would be like Radiant Black, right? However, the
Color Out of Space, the Nicolas Cage.
that type of situation is one that you do not want to deal with.
No,
It's more like creep show Stephen King status. You know what I'm talking about?
no, but I do know Lovecraft.
Anyways, you know Lovecraft. And I started watching Lovecraft Country, by the way, and that's actually pretty damn good. Shout out Jonathan Majors. All right, keep it going.
Another story.
So they see this comet. He gets these powers. He looks pretty dope. Bada bing. I see the Power Rangers analogy.
Sure.
It's different. Who cares? Because it's actually, one thing I'll say is the panel placement in this is fantastic.
Yes,
the
art all around. I really like.
Oh my gosh, it moves so well, doesn't it?
I think the biggest misconception that you could have about this book is it's another superhero origin story. Why bother? Why should I read it? Why do I care?
Now, this is one of those ones where you're like, oh, wow, I should care and I should give superhero narratives a chance.
It works in spite of itself because it really shouldn't. This there's every damn superhero.
The tropes are
We've
there.
seen all of this stuff before, so it's kind of.
It took Kyle Higgins, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. It's the first thing I've ever read by him.
Well, we put Power Rangers is great.
I never read it.
And there was a handful of stories that I added to my poll list in this very show. Hit the subscribe button, Comic Fam, that were because I got into Radiant Black, and I'm like, oh wow, I can get that excitement for a dope superhero narrative again, and now I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm in again. And there's a villain.
Sure.
You know what?
It appears that they found like a good black hole or a blue black hole, and apparently somebody else has found a red version. And this guy is not cool. You get a little more of him in the following issues, and he's not a good person.
Comic Fam, we're chatting comic books. We're chatting comic karma. We're chatting your guys' generosity. We're talking about previews and ordering comics. You guys got to order your comics. You got to pick them up. You got to enjoy them because this is the best medium. It's the best community in the damn world. And we appreciate every single one of you. Hit the subscribe button. We're going to be here for you in another week, maybe two.
Probably.
You know, we're trying to do this at least twice a month, but we'll see what happens, man. 'Cause I love going live with you, man.
It's fun.
You know, chilling with the Comic Fam, joining us on a Thursday night. But I do got to wrap it up because I got a trending video I got to start making.
I got to go home.
All right, Comic Fam, we
It's too hot
appreciate
in
you. As always.
That should be a button on the soundboard.
I know I should do that.
Responsibly, so I don't have to say it every damn time.
No.
Geek responsibly.
You're going to always say it, dude.
I love
As
saying
always.
it. As always.